Hey there, I'm Coach Mossick. I'm the assistant principal at Caldwell Junior High, and today I am reading Chapter 20, The Winner. Clippers down, Miss Holliday said into the microphone. 30 minutes after Henry Sr. announced the style we had cut, the last competition was over. The clean R&B music Jordan had been playing for us through the sound system stopped. I put my clippers down and looked at my work. I had cut the word winner into the back of Steve's head and traced the outline of the words with my gold art pencil. I felt so proud. I started dusting the extra hair off Steve's shoulder and spun him around to face the crowd. Henry Jr. spun his model around too, but the crowd gasped, and not in a good way. Instead of an even high-top fade, Henry Jr. had somehow cut the top of his model's hair into a U shape. It looked like someone had bitten the top of the kid's head as if it was a hamburger. Miss Holliday walked over to her husband hesitantly. They started whispering again, and I could tell they were in shock. Well now, she said, we think the clear winner is J.D. for this round. Everyone in the crowd gave me fives. Even Henry Sr. held up a score of 5 before his daughter-in-law smacked the card out of his hands. And the winner of the entire competition is Mr. James Jones, everybody. I had won. I was the master barber of Meridian. Henry Jr. had to leave me alone. He had to keep his promise. I looked out at the crowd. My family was clapping loudly, and some people were even chanting, "Go J.D." I felt amazing. But then I saw how sad Henry Jr.'s family looked. His family was on the verge of tears. That didn't feel so great. Stay tuned for Chapter 21, A Real Job.
Good afternoon. I'm Miss Savage. I'm the junior high principal, and I'm so excited today to be here to read to you J.D. and the Great Barber Battle. Today, we're going to read Chapter 1, A Real Job. After the competition, I got right back to my regularly scheduled programming of cutting hair in my bedroom. Only this time, I had a line and I had to take appointments, unlike before when it was first come, first served. I started changing $5 a pop. Shouldn't an award-winning barber make more than $3? I was raking in the dough on Saturdays, cutting hair morning, noon, and night. The only problem was that I didn't even have time to spend it. Instead, Jordan, Eddie, Xavier, and a couple of other guys from the team enjoyed their riches. They'd eat candy and play video games while I cut 20 heads. 20 clients times $5 equals $100. With so many kids in my room, it turned into an oven. So we moved the whole operation outside. I cut hair on my porch, and all the extra hair blew into our lawn. "J.D.," my grandmother yelled, "don't you know all that hair in the grass attracts birds?" She was mad. Who is going to clean it up? And who are all these kids coming in and out of the house all the times of the day? "I made $100 cash today, Grandma," I said. The tone of Grandma's voice changed. "Well, good boy. Save your money, but try to figure out a way to cut hair without disrupting the house," she said. "And now you can pay me back for all the toilet paper you took." In bed that night, I thought about $100. If I could get out of church on Sundays, or at least get out of church early on Sundays, I could get more. How many clients would I need to make $200 a weekend? 200 divided by 5 equals 40 clients. The next day, Mom surprised us after church in the parking lot. "Guess what, J.D.?" Mom beamed. "I got an A on my last management exam. That means I can graduate ahead of time." I gave my mom a big hug. "Whoa, Mom, does this mean you can apply for that job now?" "Yes, I think so," she said. "The Joneses are doing great things." To celebrate, Grandma and Granddad took us to the new buffet restaurant in town. I was so excited. I loved my mom and Grandma's cooking, but never ate out. This was something special. Mom even said we could bring a friend, her treat. I want to bring Xavier, I said. I'm taking Jessica, Vanessa added. Miles Morales, Justin shouted. Mom didn't say the friend had to be real. The new Meridian Buffet had only been open a few weeks. It still had a grand opening sign outside lined with colorful flags. Whenever anything new came to Meridian, everyone went. Black, white, rich, poor, it was always an event. My family each got their plates, and Xavier handed us kids ours. When he got to Jessica, I heard him say something to her softly. Say, Jess, can I ask you a question? Only my dad calls me Jess, Xavier. But you can ask me a question, Jessica responded. Do you think I could practice running routes with you and your dad before school? He asked. Jessica gave a side smile. We get up at 6 in the morning to play catch in the backyard. Are you sure you want to come over that early? Xavier seemed to nod with his whole body, not just his head. I was glad to see my friends on the same team for once. We loaded our plates with delicious food and made our way to the table. The new Meridian Buffet was crowded, so it wasn't that surprising to see Henry Jr. there. What was surprising was when he walked over to us. Suddenly, my macaroni and cheese felt like a wet, floppy fish, the kind I caught when I went fishing with Xavier and his dad. Well, that's all for today. Stay tuned for the new guest reader tomorrow to read the last 3 chapters.